Hello YouTube, Assassin here today, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be going over hunters. We're going to be covering over the strengths, the weaknesses, and the counters. So hopefully this video will help you understand hunters a little bit better if you want to play one, or if you're wanting to know the counters for them, stuff like that. So I was thinking about this the other day and thought this would be a good video. I'm going to be testing this, and if you guys like it, maybe I'll do it for a bunch of different classes as well. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So, strengths. We're going to start with strengths first. One of their strengths is they can't be interrupted. So, if you're having a fear of like say I'm pretty much a druid main. So, druid and hunter are my two mains currently right now for the expansion. And going from hunter to druid, you can be interrupted on druid, for example. So you have to pretty much juke the cast and all that. For hunter, you don't have to. You don't have to have the fear of being interrupted. You can cast on the move. It's just one of their overall few classes that you can't be interrupted in. So, it's one of their strengths. Cast on the move, which pretty much every spec can do it. I think marksman suffers a little bit more because aim shot is a long cast time. They can be ranged and melee, so BM if you want to be ranged, marksman if you want to be ranged. Survival is melee, so if you feel like playing melee, you can play a mix. It's kind of like a mixture of BM and I don't know. It's a mixture of BM and melee, so you can be ranged and melee whenever. You don't have to go full fighting in. You can be ranged if you want to. So everybody I know really loves survival, so if you haven't tried it, I recommend trying it 100%. Another thing that makes the hunters quite powerful right now is the utility. Beast Mastery and Survival both have a baseline stun. They have baseline trap, well, all specs do. They have really great kiting potential, at least BM does. Survival does pretty decent as well, for a little bit for the most part. They have a short cooldown on burst, or at least Beast Mastery does. Let's see, they have a little bit ton of defenses, but unfortunately it's a little bit long. They have Roar Sacrifice, which makes you immune to critical strikes. They have powerful healing, or at least survival and Beast Mastery does. So if you want healing, survival, many damage, also removes bleeds. So if you're struggling against assassination rogues or ferals, survival might be for you. Beast Mastery is also really good at going up against melee because they have really good kiting potential. And I believe the last strength was, in my opinion, is that they're really beginner friendly compared to a bunch of other classes. So if you want something to just pick up and have some fun in, Hunter would be by far for you. Weaknesses. Weaknesses I would say are they have longer cooldowns. Defensive wise, the turtle is a 3-minute cooldown. It's 2.4 with a talent. Exhilaration is 2-minute cooldown. BM and survival do tend to rely on their pets a little bit, so if you CC their pets, like say a frost mage uses all their slows, it can make BM a little bit harder because they won't be able to do damage with their pets CC'd. Another weakness is that their pets sometimes get stuck on the most dumbest things. So without the pet, BM is literally nothing, and without the pet for survival, while it doesn't really depend on it as much as BM, you need kill command in order to get focus back. So, getting the focus back is just something, like I said, the weaknesses is just the pet. That's pretty much their weakness for survival and Beast Mastery. Marksman, I feel like suffers a little bit more because it doesn't have as much utility as, in my opinion, compared to BM and survival, so I feel like that's marksman and hunter's weakness. I feel like it's easier to kill a marksman because they just don't have as much utility in defensives. They don't have the healing that survival and BM does. And I think that pretty much covers up the weaknesses for Hunter. Now we will go to counters. BM is countered by Frost Mage, because Frost Mage can use all their slows and keep their pet slowed, CC'd, everything. So it makes BM a little bit harder. So they definitely counter Hunters, Frost Mages, at least BM. I think the other two might be fine against Mages in general. It's just Frost Mage gives BM a hard time because of the slows. Droids counter Hunters. And now let's see what Hunters counter. Hunters counter Rogues if you can get the opener. Hunters can counter Mages if they're Fire and Arcane, although, like I said, Frost Mage gives Beast Mastery a very hard time. I think that pretty much covers I think there was like one more, but I can't really exactly remember it. But I think that pretty much counters all the, or covers all the counters. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the this kind of video. Would you like me to do more, or is this a one-time thing? Just let me know, and I will see you guys later.